Hi guys, how are you doing? How una dey? Hope una dey enjoy the conversation. So, on my Fold 7, I'm about to start reading a story that I want us all to put mouth inside. Another day, another hot gist. Absolutely. So, um, I got an email from some guy who says that he frees. Now, by the way, if you send me emails, I would call you back. So I got an email from a gentleman who said that he frees. My wife is atheist. I love her and I want to marry her, but my mother says no. So I called the guy up and the guy shared his story with me, and I'm going to try as much as possible to abbreviate so as to get to a juncture where we could all contribute to the story. So, according to the guy's story, um, he met the girl many years ago in the UK. Nigerian girl, Igbo girl. Um, hit it off. They're from the same part of Anambra. Girl is a nurse who has the equivalent of a doctorate. I've forgotten what he called it. There's a name for it in nursing. It's not PhD, but it's like the equivalent of a PhD in nursing. So the girl has that. So she lectures nursing and practices nursing at the same time. So she's earning very well in the UK. Nurse practitioner, no, is the equivalent of a PhD. So she's like a doctor of nursing. DNP, that's it. That's it right there. So Olamilek, Olamilek side, nobody's going to help you. Nobody's going to. If you type I need help one more time, I will block you. I will help you with a blocking. I don't know you from anywhere. The first thing you come here is you need help. We all need help. We all need help. If you're looking for help, we will not give it to you. Be going. Type it one more time and receive rapture. Premature rapture. The world has not yet ended, but you have been raptured. You go from life to life, typing you need help. What you need is a hot slap that will reset your brain. So, the young lady is 33 years old. He is 36 years old. He loves her. She's everything he's ever wanted in a woman. She's beautiful, responsible, everything except she doesn't believe in religion. I can't even say she's atheist because she believes in God, but is not a Christian. So he never bothered because he himself was not a strong Christian. He never used to go to church. So the religious conversation did not come into the picture until she became pregnant with his child. So when she became pregnant, he decided to go home, meet her people, and introduce her to his mom. So they went home, met her people, met her umuna, said he wanted to marry their daughter. They gave him a long list of what he should get. Both her parents are late, and he now decided to take her to his mom. And the first thing the mom asked was, "What church do you attend?" London girl says, "I don't go to church." "Why? Are you not a Christian?" "No, ma, I'm not a Christian." "Do you believe in God?" "Yes." "How can you not go to church?" "I don't believe in church." So at the end of the day, they stayed with the mom for like 2 weeks. Mary Yoon, I see you sneaking in. They stayed with the mom for like 2 weeks, and then they went back to the UK. The mom now called the son that over her by body, you cannot marry the girl. The guy was not there when the mother was asking those questions. So he was like, "Mama, what did she do? You cannot marry her. That girl is not good for you." The guy said, "But she was respectful. She has a good job. Life is more than respect and a good job." So before the mother now finally told him, before the mom finally told him, he spoke to a man of God who told him, "You can't quoted scripture that Nigerian man of God does not understand." The average Nigerian man of God, in fact, 99% of Nigerian men of God do not understand that Bible they carry. They just read it and negotiate it to suit whatever evil agenda they have. So he said, "You cannot be equally yoked with unbelievers." I was like, "Please, where are you going, Pastor?" He now quoted and said, "What use is to gain the whole world but lose your life?" The guy now said, "I don't understand. What do you mean to gain the whole?" He said, "The woman that you want to marry, apart from the fact that she does not go to church and believe in Christ, she is not even willing to go to church." The guy now said, "Okay, so how is that a problem?" He himself does not go to church. Say, "Yes, but you have a praying mother and you deserve to have a praying wife. The way your praying mother guided you spiritually in life, that's the same way your praying wife will guide your children spiritually in life. So you cannot marry the woman." That's when they did not tell the mother that she was pregnant all this while. They just went to go and meet the family. The guy said, "But Mama, I think that's too late because she's already pregnant and I love her." "You will not marry her. You will not marry her. I forbid you to marry her." So he said the mother cut the call on him and he has not spoken to his mother ever since. He now called me. Said he tried. His mother has refused to pick his call until he breaks up with the girl. That she denounces him as her mother. He now called me. He's very close to his mom. He was close to tears. How can he, all his life, his mother is aware that women have treated him badly, that he trained the woman through school, a church girl. Her father was a pastor. He trained her through school. The moment she graduated, she went to marry her school boyfriend. At that time, he was 30. This girl was 19. He never touched her like this for one day. He proposed to her, wanted to marry her. The girl's parents agreed. The father was a pastor, the mother was a deaconess. He trained her to school, paid her school fees, bought her books. He was abroad. He used to come and visit her, and they were doing Christian love. He used to go and visit her in school and hold her hand. That in the 5 years that they dated, he never kissed, he only kissed her. He never saw the color, that till today he does not know the color of her pants or her bra. Say after 5 years of sponsoring her education, paying her off, as in the girl, if he gives her monthly allowance, in 10 days, the girl don't call her and say she did broke, he must send another money. He literally could not live a good life in the UK because he was sponsoring this girl through school. Never quarreled with her because he understood that he was 30, she was 19. So he understood that she was young, only for the girl to finish NYSC at 25. And the next thing was in London, he heard that she was doing introduction. The boy she was doing introduction to was the boy that he met with her anytime he goes to Nigeria to see her. She introduced him as her uncle to the boy and introduced the boy as her neighbor and classmate to the guy. And because they never did anything, sometimes the guy will bring her to see her uncle. He will dash the boy money, dash her money, only for him to find out that that's the guy, the pastor's daughter. So while he was sponsoring this girl, this guy, they knocked the babe for university. He said, my mother knows I went through this. I've not recovered till today. Before that, he was supposed to marry a girl. They dated only to find out that she's SS, she's AS and he's AS. The church said they will not allow them to marry. The girl even said that there is a technology, because that girl too was with him abroad, that there is a technology that they will find out if the child in her pregnancy, in her uterus, is AS, and they can they can flush it out, do a D&C. The church said you cannot do D&C. So because of church and church doctrine, he missed his first wife. They brought him a pastor's daughter as his second wife. He could not marry her because she wasted his life for 5 years. He now finally met someone that is educated, and all these people, his mother approved them. I said, my brother, do you want me to tell you the truth? He said, yes. I said, your mother is a witch. A Jenny Yae. He said, Daddy, please don't insult my mother. I said, it's not an insult. Your mother is a witch. Yan Dearu, the woman behind the pot of your life, is that your mother? She has decided not to pick your call again. You are very lucky. Quickly marry who you want to marry. She will be all right. So when I was having this conversation, one of my family members was there, and I was like, that's mean. How can you tell someone not to talk to their mother again? So I was like, no, you cannot. That is not a mother. My mother can at me. Now, from when I did 19, now my parents know said they carry Peking. Now, nothing when my parents they talk where they follow the answer. Now, waiting me won't do for my life. Now they do. I bring home at home. You tell me say you don't like her. My partner Muslim. My man a Catholic. The first wife where I bring her house na Pentecostal. No be you go marry him na me. No be you go marry him na me. He walk, he no walk. Nothing concern you. So the guy now said he should ask the girl that, come, why are you, that this is an issue? That why are you not a Christian? Were your parents Christian? He said yes. So why are you not a Christian? She said because of her parents. She said her father had a stroke, and the mother brought home a pastor. And the pastor said they should not use any medication for the father. That the father will be healed in Jesus' name. She said she cried that she had already started nursing school then. That she cried and begged her mother. Said, this pastor is a madman. Daddy will buy. The woman believed in the pastor with all her heart, and her father died. And the grief of her father's demise died her mother. So according to her, she lost both parents to Christianity. So she made up her mind that day, the day she buried her mother, she made up her mind that nothing would join her with Christianity again. So she told the boy, she said, I love you. Living with you the last 2 years has been blissful, but instead of me to follow you into what died both my parents, I will rather raise this child on my own as a single mother. She now asked him, this Christianity that your mother has worshipped all her life, of what benefit has it been to her? Your mother despised me, showed me no love. I was wondering what it is that I did because of this Christianity. Your last two girlfriends, one was a pastor's daughter. The other one you lost because of this same Christianity. Instead of you to leave the Christianity and your mother and come to where we think critically, you have decided that you want to abandon the only thing working in your life because of this same Christianity that failed you twice and died my parents. I'm not doing it with you. The guy now called me and said, Daddy Freeze, what do I do? Me, as I just hear, I say, you have only one problem in your life. He said, what is it? I say, it's your mother. Ajeni, yeah, your mother is a witch. God blessed me with a very big mouth. He said, the Bible says, honor your father and your mother. I said, honor does not mean obedience. Honor and obedience are not the same thing. So if your father is an armed robber and your father says you should come and join him in armed robbery, you will honor him by obeying? Answer me. If your father is an armed robber and your father says you should honor him by joining him in armed robbery, will you join him? Someone said, make you run away with the lady. They are both living in the UK. Where is it to run away to? Where is there to run away to? My mother will say she will not talk to me again. Now she go miss, no be me. My mama say, you know, they talk to me again. Now she go miss, no be me. How can I have it? My parents go tell me, say, no go talk to me again. They no born they no born any of my parents to disown me. They no born them well. I say it with very big, you disown who? I could call you out for social media. You go own me back. Me. By the time I report you, give everybody where you know. Who? Life go tire only you. Me. Now picking when no get sense, now they deport. Mama say you go disown you to they cry. Ah, omo. Your parents see you whole. Oh. My papa tell me say I disown you. Before you talk, I say I disown you first. And as we don't disown ourselves, now we can't call all my family members, report all the things where I know say don't they do. I go report you, give everybody. I go turn winch for you. Now. Only you go begin beg me, say, no, no do it like that. No do it like that. How they go use disown, threaten grown man, 35 years old? I no tell him for the phone call, but I go tell her now because I know say go watch this. Like, you be mumu. Your man and winch and you be mumu. Mumu omo yaje. Now be your name. Everybody repeat after me. Mumu omo yaje. Now you be mumu. Say even call me, ask me this mumu question. Say if I suppose find you, conk your head. Someone said, DF, my mom tried and fight me for that. I cut her off for 3 years. Now they come, they beg people to beg me. Since then, she never try am. They tell you, ah, one of my friends, when him mama disown, his father had 2 wives. He built house for his stepmother. In mama dey village, he not send him mama shishi. He dey build house for his stepmother. So the stepmother get duplex. In mama they stay face me, I face you. He not reach 1 year, the mama find am beg. In this life, there are pussycat moves and there are lion moves. The mama say, I reject you as my child. The guy say, no worry. Maybe I get stepmother. Now he call his stepmother, tell his stepmother, say, mama reject her. The stepmother go beg the mama. The mama calls the stepmother. The man say, no problem. Say, be one build house for his mama, but as a mama don't reject him, say, go build the house for his stepmother. The guy did there, the mama did there. They see they dig foundation. They begin lay block. They do lintel. They do decking. They begin lay block again. They do another lintel. They roof the duplex, upstairs and downstairs. They can't do what they call them plastering. They call screed, paint. In stepmother become landlady. In mama no get house. Baba. The mama say she calls him. The guy say, don't worry. My stepmother where I give house, go they bless me. Say not reach 1 year, not complete. In mama gather delegation, go beg me. When she see suffer. He said if he had continued giving her money as she don't disown him, she will feel justified that waiting she do the right. Say, no, follow the mama quarrel, not tell her anything. No. He just begin build house for his stepmother. See, the mama vex, say the stepmother came into their life and collected the father. See, the son now, say the mama no buy rope, drink sniper, and a small remain. So parents too, you need to be careful. You cannot disown your child. Make sure you raise your children well so you don't have to disown them in future. And by raising them well, it also means you have to understand them. You have to hear from them. You cannot continue bullying them. Because Nigerian parents, me, I don't talk and say my parents no fit disown me. They not born them well. They not born them well. See, they go disown me. Now me fit disown them. How your parents go disown you? Kilo day. On top, say you marry person will be another religion. Oh more things they people mumusha. I don't know. Maybe I'm the one that is wrong. Make una put mouth. Make una help me judge the matter. I'm looking for Mary Yoon. Mary, I know say this kind of matter go sweet you well. United Nations Mary. Where are you? John, don't sleep. Okay, I just see your ceiling. I beg, help me put mouth inside this matter. Maybe now me they craze.
Don't really decrease, so now just the people of the world of today decrease. How you want me person when you disown they do something for you? I don't understand. If you disown something, and this is what I also tell everybody, including our young girls, if you don't want someone, you should not want anything that comes from that person.
Finish.
Plus your money. If you feel that this person is not good enough for your time and your attention, his money is not good enough for you also. No matter what he give you, a real person will mean disowning go reject them.
Baba, me, I teach my daughters. Say, celibacy includes financial celibacy.
Celibacy, yes.
Apart from drink, say carry you go chop, normal guy carry you go chop.
Those are normal things we do for friends.
Yeah,
Friend,
friend, that kind. You understand? Maybe he buy you iPhone on your birthday, say you get money, but say go they give you allowance, so they help you solve your problems.
Solve your problem.
No, that one should wait till marriage.
Everything in life comes with price. Anything you see, so even the things our parents do for us has an undertone for them to do it. The reason why they're doing it is because some parents feel they are doing it for.
Did you hear the first story? Because you came in, I think you came in late.
I came in late.
Let me tell you the first story, because now the first story now lead to this. This guy is 35, met this girl, she's 33. She has the nursing equivalent of a PhD that somebody wrote what it was. So she's doing well. She's a lecturer in the UK. She lectures nursing and practices nursing. So they've been dating for about 4 years or 3 years or 2 years. I've forgotten what the timeline was. And they've been having a fantastic relationship. Then one day the girl said, she don't get beleo. And the girl na Igbo girl from Anambra. So she said, you have to come and meet my people. So the guy followed her home, met her people. They gave them list. You understand? Then he took her to meet his mother. Then from the first day, the mother said, how are you? What church do you attend? The girl said, she know they go church. Are you not a Christian? The girl said, no, she's not a Christian. But that she believes in God, but she's not a Christian. The guy now said, now because of that, our conversation will get that time. The guy call me. So the guy now said, his mom was just mean to her throughout, just didn't like. And the moment they came to London, back to London, the mother called him and said, that woman is bad for you. I don't want you to marry her. The guy said, mommy, you cannot do like that. She's a great person. The one that said, no, be even the mama first call and say, now their pastor call and read down 2 Bible. You cannot be unequally yoked with unbelievers. And you cannot, what's the use of gaining the whole world and losing your soul? The guy now said, say him be believer. Say even though he know they go church plenty, him be believer. The guy said, yes, that you are blessed because you have a praying mother. That don't you want your children to enjoy that same blessing of a praying mother? So the guy now said that now made him go and ask his wife that, why did you stop being a Christian? She said because her father, that earlier on in life, she was still in nursing school when her father had a stroke. And one pastor came to the house, Rabone, baby, baba, said the father should stop taking any medication, that he's healed in Jesus' name.
Amen.
She said she cried, give her mama. Say, mommy, daddy will buy. The mama said, no, a man of God has spoken, an anointed man of God. She they do sign on the cross, they pray, they kabash. The father died. Out of grief and heartbreak, it not reached 6 months. The mama joined the papa. So she said that as far as she was concerned, if her parents were atheists, they would both be alive. That Christianity, both her parents.
What I blame that.
Let me now tell you the story. You've not heard the full story. She now said that from that, she just made up her mind that, look, she knows there's God, she loves God, believes in God, but she's not going to follow any religion because of what she saw happen to her parents. She now asked the guy, said, when I met you, you were grieving. You had come out of a relationship. What happened? Now the guy tell her and say the girl now, pastor daughter, say he was 30, she was 19. Now the mama introduced him to Ram, Igbo girl, with the village. Beautiful girl. He went home, met her. As a Christian brother, he dated her for 5 years. That Daddy Freeze, I don't know the color of this girl's pants. I don't know the color of this girl's bra. He met her as she was about to gain admission to the university. From 100 level to 400 level, he paid her school fees. She lived off campus. He paid. He used to come home every year with a box of clothes for her from London. He gave her monthly allowance. And this girl was demanding that between 6 and 10 days, she's broke. So after a monthly allowance, she collect another 1 or 2 allowances from in a month. That he met her with a guy, that he was there abroad when she did introduction to that guy. Someone now took their picture and sent to him that your wife that you're supposed to marry has just done introduction to the guy that she wants to marry. He said he met the guy that anytime she goes to the guy's school, she introduces him as her uncle and introduces the guy as her family friend and classmate. Say the only thing they did was they kissed because he believed this was his V-wife saving, he was saving for marriage. So he now said that before that girl, that he met another girl when he was in school in Nigeria. Beautiful girl, dated for about 3 years. They were supposed to marry. They now went to church to do prerequisite. They now said they should go and do what is it called? ASSS test, genotype.
Genotype.
They were both AS. They said they cannot marry.
Whose kind of church be that?
The girl now said that there are some recent research and developments that they will test the pregnancy. If the pregnancy is AS, they will remove it.
That one is even far.
The mother said that removing a child is a sin, that he cannot marry her. Now so he missed that one.
You know, there's a new one. You know how you do IVF? Eh?
Yes.
When they're doing the IVF, the doctor will check to bring the A from the sperm and the A from the ovary, mate them and do the IVF. 100% AA. And it's not that expensive. What 3 million?
And these are people that live abroad. What is 3 million to somebody that live abroad? 3 million is $1,500.
But you see this over believing in Christianity, and that was what I was telling you earlier.
Now, because of that, your call, now the guy kept me for another 1 hour. They listened. I nearly run mad.
That was what I was telling you earlier. People feel that Christianity is what they see it as, because when the pastor told him, why will you be equally yoked and be what? You would have told him the story of Jesus and the tax collector. When Christ told him that I did not come for the believers, I came for the unbelievers. Christ himself, that Christianity is all about emulating, it was unequally yoked with unbelievers.
Many instances, John chapter 4, the woman at the well who had 5 husbands and was living with her 6th husband. I mean, the man that wasn't even, that one was not even her husband.
I mean, the story of the prostitute where you said, you who without sin
cast the first stone.
Cast the first stone.
Or the prostitute that was washing his feet with her hair.
Oh, this thing is just, people misunderstand.
So the mama can't disown him. Say she go disown him if he marry the girl. So he can't call me, they cry. Say, wait till he go do. I say, see mumu. I mean,
I just feel he doesn't love the girl enough for me.
Person we don't chop heartbreak 2 times. One because of genotype. One because he raised person from 19 to 25.
You know the nurture. As
Nurture
well
am
say
as in
you plant
wife.
tree, you plant palm tree, they water am.
Person
Come
can they
chicken
drink
for
the
you now.
palm wine.
Person come dey drink the palm wine. Jesus. No be just the palm wine. No. Person come they collect the palm, they comot the palm oil. They use am cook for before. That's wickedness. So.
Where
That's
is Dele
wickedness.
Sings? Where Wale? Where Dele Sings? Where all my people where Sabi put mouth inside? I see best practices here. Odera. You know one guy what they call Odera?
I know there are with the UK. Born again.
Now born again. Good.
Now serious pastor.
Odera more come here, more hear him mouth. More hear him
A
mouth.
very serious pastor.
All for it, should you be this Sabina Odera? Now who could resemble?
Not with this.
Oh yeah, more here Odera. Odera on lights.
I don't even know this topic, ODF. I just joined.
You will be there. Make person type. And this
Quick
topic
put
go
mouth
sweet for you to put mouth.
in pastor go don't call like that. I said you don't talk anything.
Sure, Odera.
I didn't work.
Okay, Odera, bye.
Bye. I didn't work. You know, open mouth. You know, open mouth. So the pastor don't go sanction out. The pastor go tell us they may stop the come church, but maybe they send an offering through.
Odera, they do POS business. I see on the whole POS machine.
The pastor go sanction and tell us say make it stop, make it stop to the come church for 1 month.
One guy tell me say mama can't find out for London. Say he can't give him mama one of his credit cards. Say mama, money dey this credit card. Say you go use and shop. The mama say okay. Say she want withdraw some of the money. Say where she fit find POS.
Show who cash.
Say you want use some of the money in your hand. Say where she fit find POS. Say anybody there where they do POS. I want mad. Niger. As in our banking system is so retarded that somebody has to sit with a bag of money by the side of the road and change.
I just feel like that thing, it's the banks that do it because I don't see anything difficult in people going to the bank and getting payment. And also, we have a bad telecommunication system. Our telecommunication infrastructure is bad. And the reason why our telecommunication infrastructure is bad is because of Nigerians, not the government here. It is Nigerians. Nigerians are terrible people. So I know banking runs on telecommunication.
Yes, now.
Yes. So if data centers are down, the banking is down. And the reason why people are not confident with mobile transfers and all that, and POS point of sales is because of that bad banking system, and that's why people even resort to POS. And when people now realize when allegedly some bankers now realize that a lot of people wanted cash, they now started running all these mini POS outlets and to make extra cash for themselves. But I just feel if we can fix our telecommunication infrastructure, we'll be fine. And telecommunication infrastructures cannot come up if Nigerians don't take accountability, because SCC have been hammering on this for long. Nigerians should take accountability of our telecommunication infrastructures, because I don't see any reason why you go to service a telecommunication site and the community will come out and say you must pay them for a service. That is the basic problem our infrastructures are.
The regular that the freeze, I need help. Give me money.
2016, I was doing diesel supply in Lagos. I used my, you see, if I tell you what I use my IC for telecommunication infrastructures, that was when I realized the decay in our society. And you report to the police say, give them now. Sometimes you go to sites where you are supplying only 2,000 liters of diesel, and community will come and that time, I leave Apapa at 1 a.m. Because if you go during the day when area boys are awake, you spend more. So you have to go do it at night when they are sleeping. But some areas you will go, they will mount one area boy who will not sleep. He's waiting for when they'll come and supply diesel. And once he enter, he will call the rest. All of them will wake up. Just the area boys will be coming up. And they'll tell you, oh my Igbo, if you will not pay, you carry your diesel and go. And if you check how much gain are you making on 2,000 liters of diesel, some of them will tell you that you give them 50 liters of diesel, then you give them like 40,000 naira cash. Before you supply 2,000 liters of diesel, that your profit on it might not be more than, then your profit on 2,000 liters of diesel might not be more than 30,000. So how? So how? And you want our telecommunication infrastructure? Some sites I'll go, if they tell me that I'll tell the where they go. Let the sites go down. MTN should call, that's their business. Let the sites go down. The sites will be down for, they call me, I won't even listen to you. I say, I cannot run at a loss. If you want us to supply, go and discuss with that community. If they want to have network, they should talk to the area boys. And it's like this all across Nigeria. The only place where you won't see such things is northern Nigeria.
Are you serious?
Yes. The North have sense to some extent. We from the South, our greed and our quest for money is alarming too much. They don't have sense. The only place where you won't see this thing is that I've done diesel supply in Lagos, Port Harcourt.
I think Port Harcourt is slightly worse than Lagos.
Port Harcourt is the same thing with Lagos. Port Harcourt is the same in Lagos. Port Harcourt is the same. Because Port Harcourt is everybody will even tell you come and pay for you to go for a shower for him first before you even supply. Their demands are ridiculous.
I tell you, say Port Harcourt was past Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt people believe, say, they come this world, come enjoy. See, they even tell them to walk, no problem. Brother, how you doing?
I did. Good morning, John.
How enjoyment?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, what you said is what really prompted me to make this request. You are very apt and correct on the issue of that telecommunication infrastructure. And it's a major problem in banking. And then, bad situation sometimes creates opportunity for some things to fester. Yes, something like the POS you mentioned now. POS was not really created or deployed for what we are using it for right now in the country. POS was created as financial inclusion tool for rural areas. So it's CBN, yes, financial inclusion, because there are areas
that banks can't get.
There are no banks in some. Look, even in Lagos, there are places where you don't have banks. So POS are supposed to cater for all those places. But what do you find? In Lagos alone, you have close to over 500,000 people doing POS. Yes.
Nigeria na comedy skit.
And it's but now has really helped some people financially, or they've gained employment in that way. And in Osun State, we have for money point alone, there are over 30,000 people doing money points. So when you agree with OPay and every other thing, it could be up to as high as 50,000. So, and you look at it from different states like that. In Nigeria, we have 1 million people doing POS, gainfully doing it 100% as their job or part-time. So now they control cash in Nigeria. So when you go to someone and they say they don't have cash, that means, imagine 1 million people holding 100,000 naira cash.
But do you have you checked about the exposure to crime?
No, yeah, you see, everything, every new situation will come with its own bad eggs.
Every level has its own devil.
Yes, now there's no way you can't rule it out. If they just repaired Top Mainland Bridge, people are racing on it. So how will you be? So when you
but there are situations that mitigate crime completely.
You can't mitigate crime completely.
Let me give you an instance. There was a time, Maiduguri, Bauchi used to be a no-go area for transporters. When I was kid, when we were kids, then there's no time my father travels on that road that he doesn't come back with maybe wounds that armed robbers stopped them on the road. You get? But it stopped when the then military government now introduced what they called bank drafts. Because you know why those armed robbers were on that road? Because the Igbos that were traders in the northeast, Maiduguri was a northeast trading hub, carry money. Then when we travel, you see someone enter the bus with a Ghana must go, now money for the inside. Mostly young boys, small boys, 18, 19, the one boys that are about to be settled. Because at their last 2 years of serving their masters now start sending them to go and buy products. They come with their money cash. Those are the people those armed robbers are targeting. So when they started doing bank drafts, when the military government introduced bank drafts, these men now started going with bank drafts. The first 3 months, when they stop you and catch you with a bank draft, they hit you on the spot. Because they're going to vex, say, oh, now no one more, they collect money. But when they did it 3 times, the cost of the operation now became higher than the cost of what they get. They stopped. They look for other means of livelihood. So there are certain policies that mitigate crime completely.
See how many houses are armed robbers attacking now? Because armed robbers know that if they go to your house, they can't find money.
But they still attack POS people now.
Except they have information. No,
they still attack POS.
The road, they can attack because many people don't have more than 100,000 or 200,000 max, and people attack them. If you carry money in your pocket and you move some areas, they can attack you. That one is still a normal thing. But when people used to have millions at home, no armed robber goes to anybody's home except for all these area boys that wants to steal things, probably with laptop or anything. But that has really stopped armed robbery as you know how it used to be that time. Now, this thing you mentioned used to happen on the Shagamu Expressway. People going to the east, it was very rampant around that side before. But because everybody became cashless, you carry your money on your mobile or on your app or anything, then it really stopped some of these things along the way, except for some areas where they know that you have cash. And today in Nigeria, people still believe in so much in cash. They want to do cash. So when you see somebody moving around with 1 million, 2 million, you'll be like, you feel someone that, why are you carrying so much cash? Except you want to do something very awkward. That's why you'll be carrying this.
You didn't hear about the House of Reps member that went to his constituency to share 180 million cash with members of his constituency. I saw Tunde not post it, and on the comment section I tagged EFCC and told the EFCC, please can you invite this man? Someone actually came on that comment and told me, invite him for what? Is it not his constituency funds that he's sharing? So is it bad that Nigerians don't even understand that carrying that amount of cash is money laundering?
You can't even, if anything happens to you, you can't go to police.
Carrying that amount of cash outside a financial institution is money laundering.
It is. I agree.
Nigerians don't understand it. That is why you see someone say, ain't carry 100 million cash. What if I'm the policeman that caught you with that 100 million cash? That money I go divide that.
Daily limit, weekly limit for individual on your personal name is 500,000 cash. Then for company is 5 million. So how many?
How you want to take seat 100 million cash?
So how do you want to? So it's only I agree with you on
that. And also the bankers like Big Ben Kuti, I told that the phrase. The bankers where they give them the money to on Apollo. And Apollo be for these tips.
I know say you go watch that video, John. I know say you go watch that video.
I disagree with you.
I agree with Big Ben Kuti 100%.
See, you can't ask
because he's a banker, so he no go agree with you.
See, I disagree with you 100%. I have told you, if go to any ATM nowadays, when there's cash scarcity, you find out that the POS people are always there taking money. Once CBN gives you money, POS people will go to your ATM and collect.
There's an ATM limit, okay?
I'm not. You don't understand how this.
ATM limit is 40,000 naira.
One POS member will come with 10 cards, his family's card, his brother and sister collect everything, transfer money to them, and withdraw. They will withdraw and they
Sir, it's not true. They don't take that money from ATMs.
It is
If they take the money from ATM, how much is their profit? ATM will charge them. ATM will charge them. How much is their profit? Oga, those POS people collect those monies from the bank. So let me tell you something. It's just like you see this dollar thing.
They also collect from petrol station.
They collect, yes, they do cash pickup from
petrol stations.
So for instance, a POS comes and collects 100,000 naira cash from a petrol station and does the transfer.
Yes, and from eateries.
Okay, Daddy Fish, let's talk about, you go to a bank, you want to withdraw $5,000. The bank will tell you that there's no $5,000.
Yes, no.
That is not $5,000. How does politicians get $1 million this year?
Baba, the last time I wanted to travel, Taste Buds don't sleep. I for say me she give you this experience. I wanted to withdraw $4,000. I go one bank, they get $70. I'll collect them. I'll go the next bank, they get $320. I'll collect them. I'll go 5 banks, I'll go collect $680. I'll go house. We'll start again the next day.
The next day.
5 days, I never see $4,000 withdraw.
If Oga called them from Abuja, I want $1 million, they will put it in a billion van. Send escort. They go carry and go give them.
John, the dollar this abu. No,
David.
You have confidence to pay dollar into the bank. Most people do when they don't have, because they know you can't collect it. So people are still keeping dollars. Or you go to Sabu.
I remember when Bitcoin was, when you could just buy Bitcoin anyhow before NSAS. NSAS did us very bad though.
How many dollars do you have in
John, do you remember that before NSAS, you could just buy Bitcoin anyhow? You could buy 100k Bitcoin.
So you can't buy it now again?
Baba, they look you. That time it was unlimited. You just coin desk. If you wanted to buy $100,000 Bitcoin before NSAS, now NSAS now end them now. Because they noticed that NSAS was funded through Bitcoin. So that's how
Bros, you said, why will I go to the bank and ask for $1?
I'm not. I'm not saying
people like us that earn in USD. How do I withdraw my money? You get one day where I power for the bank. The bank doesn't say that Christmas enter bank that day.
The bank will tell you dollar. You have to plan for dollar cash.
No, why will I plan for it? When you were getting the inflow, was it planned for?
Did you pay cash? If you pay cash, you have right to say it should give you cash. But if you pay inflow, if it's transfer, you don't have the right.
Why?
Because you didn't pay, we can transfer your money back.
Okay, let me ask you a question. I cannot transfer money. I cannot withdraw cash. Why did you receive the money?
Why did you transfer the money?
No. If I opened a domiciliary account, that means you are willing to receive. Banks are highly regulated. Things that they ask you to do is what you cannot do. In Nigeria today, you might not be able to transfer from one account to another. You can't transfer. No, you can't transfer from one account. You cannot transfer, but definitely it's because of they are trying to mitigate something. That's why they mitigate what? Mitigate what? I don't money laundering, a whole lot of things. No, a lot of prayer, and but they tell you that you can transfer from an oil and gas account to an oil and gas account. Because if you are doing, that one has economic impact. Because if you want to do import or you want to buy goods now, it becomes problem if you cannot transfer.
So I'll just open a palm oil and cooking gas company. And label it oil and gas.
So no, but they will verify their processes.
God, Nigerian mumu.
So but I think why they use oil and gas is because the oil and gas industry is the only industry that is allowed to charge in dollars.
Yes, of course.
Because they do 70%, 70-30 or 60-40. That's 60% dollar, 40% naira. Any contract you do in the oil and the gas industry, you're allowed to charge 60% dollar, 60% dollar, 40% naira.
Naira, yes. So, but for cash, FX cash, You see, it's difficult to get euro and pounds in the country now.
Oh,
It's very, very difficult in the country. So you have to know what you want to do, or what type of transaction. And now it is very easy, except for the fact that you really want to be very granular, or you want to be very detailed about the official rate and the black market rate is very close.
very close.
Very, very close. So most times you just, in fact, now dollar officially dollar is now 1,495 or 919 something. So if you were holding dollar at one rate before, you can see it's fast depreciating, and then you can lose value. If
No,
you have
but at this point, this is the point where Nigeria needs to move back to Naira. Like for instance,
Yes.
those that are doing mutual funds is giving you 20% on Naira, 6% on dollar. So holding dollar now is stupid.
it's years now.
Holding dollar now is stupid. And just imagine you change $100,000 to Naira at 150 million. 150 million Naira. 150 million Naira at 20%, you're getting about 2.5 million, 2.7 million, 2.7 million Naira. Yeah, about 2.7 million Naira monthly as interest. But if you use $100,000 on mutual funds, you'll be getting some lean $400 or $500 as interest.
Yeah, because the interest
rate is lower.
The interest rate on dollar is
lower. And if you now hold that 150 million and Naira now appreciates to 1,000 Naira, you have made more USD automatically. You understand? You have made more USD automatically. So people, smart investors, monitor the market and see where it's leaning towards and know what to hold.
A lot of people are speculating seriously now.
Know what to hold and what to release.
Yeah, of course. So people are at this point that dollar is Naira is appreciating. People will start selling their dollars.
Yes. It's about the time to release the dollars. Yeah.
It's about, and if it continues, and this is what we want to continue, so that a lot of the inflationary trend can come down. So that we can at least price of goods and services can as well in that trend come down as well. So I know one thing is this: many policies are put in place as ad hoc to really push things or to prevent something, and then by the time they put in that policy, sometimes probably they forget or they tend to still look at what is it still holding, because on a good day some of these dollar transfer from bank to bank ought to have been removed or as in
removed already. Yes.
So that since there is no dollar cash in the economy,
yes,
people can still transfer, and but the country is looking at it that okay, we don't want our economy to be denominated by or to be dominated by dollar. So that people will know now, people are pricing houses, pricing cars in dollar value, which is not what we really want. And if that continues again, it will overweigh the Naira. And Naira is not that very strong. So the government is doing everything possible to ensure.
But the government really want to make Naira strong. There's one thing they can do.
What's that?
Sell your crude in Naira.
Sell the crude in Naira, to Dangote or to...
No, sell the crude to anybody who wants it in Naira.
I don't know. You can't. If you sell, there's no way you can sell crude in Naira. They will convert it.
Right.
It's just the conversion. They will. You can't sell your quota to OPEC in its dollar because it's denominated in dollar.
Your quota to OPEC is not your quota to Dangote. It's not your quota to Inter.
So you can sell to Dangote in Naira.
To local.
Which is what they are doing right now. They said
but are they selling to Walter Smith in Naira? Are they selling to Edo Refinery in Naira?
So are they going to collect Naira? You are collecting money. Whatever money you do internationally is dollar.
People need to understand that the reason why Naira is not strong is because you cannot go to Ethiopia and say you want to change Naira and they'll collect it from you. You cannot go to UAE and say you want to change Naira and they'll collect it from you. The more people hold Naira, the stronger it becomes. The more people have reasons to hold Naira, the stronger it becomes. The more Nigeria trades in Naira, the stronger the Naira becomes.
You see, a lot of factors is affecting Naira. Balance of trade, yes, because we're always having negative balance of trade. We don't export more.
It's the same thing.
So if we export more, Naira will be strong, because by the time you are exporting a lot of goods, you are gaining a lot of dollars, which will even in the opposite direction help your Naira. So, but now there is a lot of pressure on the Naira. There's nothing you do in this country right now that you do need dollar. And until we now try to de-emphasize the usage of dollar, see, when government collects money, they say,
okay, let me give you an instance. Let me give you an instance. The reason why you need dollar for everything is because the Chinese does not have Naira.
We're already doing.
For example, if we have some trade with the Chinese in Naira, the Chinese will accept Naira for importation of tiles, because they also want Naira to use and balance some trades they have with Nigeria.
Yes.
The demand of the Naira is demand and supply. When there's demand on the Naira will have value. The reason why dollar and pounds have the strongest value is because there's a high demand for it. There's no country in the world that you're working with the US dollar in a British change that will not be exchanged.
Of course.
Because there's a high demand for the dollar.
Of course.
But common Togo, if you go with Naira, they're going to look up somehow. They don't go on collect that. They say make you bring dollar.
Because it has lost value. They used to change. You can spend.
So is that's the same demand and supply. So if Nigeria can have things they trade in Naira, maybe not oil, maybe our palm oil, our raw materials.
Yes, you are very
our
correct.
Raw materials.
You are very correct.
That are not regulated. Our raw materials that are not regulated, like let's say we are selling cotton, we are selling rubber, demand for Naira, so that those countries that are buying it will source for Naira.
Of course,
pay you for it. And when they are sourcing for Naira, then you can have some balance of trade.
So now the Nigeria-China trading platform, now you use direct conversion from Naira to Yuan.
That is not yet functional.
It's functional now.
It's not yet functional.
It's functional.
It's not yet functional. I love you, boy.
Guinea fowl.
I think it's very recent now. They stopped it.
It's not yet.
Okay, you can see that banks are now opening their Naira card that you can use abroad now. They start doing that again now, because Naira has been very stable in the last 8 months. See, if Naira stays probably on, I'm not saying 1.15, can come down a bit and be stable there. People can project, people can plan ahead, and then you know that this is this is the rate at which we are buying this, and nobody is going to one person to bribe or do anything to get allocation. And this is what has given the Naira some soft landing to appreciate. And definitely we are doing more export. We are gaining more from export of crude oil and all non-oil sector. A lot of Nigerians are exporting our farm produce.
You said you are getting more from export of crude oil. How did you start getting more?
You know, before we were doing about $1.21 per day, and now we are doing 1.7, 1.8.
1.7 million barrels per day.
Yes.
What is our OPEC quota?
Our OPEC quota is 1.7. We were not meeting it before. In fact, they said we started meeting it in the last 2-3 months. Mm-hmm. And then we want to do. We are projected to do 2.1, 2.2.
No. There's a projection that we'll get to 2.5 next year, because a lot of drilling activities will start by December. A lot of drilling, everybody's gearing up. A lot of drilling activities will start by December. In fact, even Gombe,
of course.
Gombe is going to be actively drilling in December. From December, Gombe, Bauchi, all around the Benue troughs. They're going to be active. Anambra is gearing up. Anambra is now 50 largest
in commercial quantity.
Yes.
But that's good for the country.
I logged the well in Gombe once, and we took samples. And normally there's this service we run that we take samples, sample of the crude downhole in the same hydrostatic pressure, it is downhole, because you need to know the hydrostatic pressure to know if it can actually come up by itself.
Okay.
And what you have in Gombe is quite reasonable.
No, the country is blessed. It's just for us to have the leadership that can organize things and then make sure that things are going the normal way. There are a lot of distraction in this country. And
someone said I strongly doubt those northern wells. Those northern wells are actively producing. MC, there's this thing, normally in Nigeria, local content law does not permit multinational servicing companies to work in land and swamp locations. Multinationals, that's companies that have foreigners at their board of directors, can only work offshore.
Okay.
So mostly all those Gombe, Nigerian companies, they go there. Boys are cleaning out there very, very well. Boys are cleaning out there. So Gombe, a lot is happening in Gombe as I speak to you now. A lot.
Even for other resources and gemstones, and they are doing a lot in Gombe.
A lot is going on in the north. Even Nasarawa. In terms of mineral resources, solid mineral.
Yes, there's this thing called mica. That thing is, in fact, the Chinese are looking for it now. It's everywhere. You see it on the road. It's shining like this. It's like.
You've not noticed something. If you enter any plane from coming to Nigeria, at least 20% of that plane are Chinese.
Of course.
You don't see them on the street of Lagos. Where do you think they are? They are in the north.
Yeah, of course they are.
They're in the north. They're in the north.
They are everywhere. They are looking for gold and. It's just for us to know,
to be able to regulate it, to be able and make money from it.
That's it.
Just for us to be able to regulate it and make money from it.
There are a lot of loopholes there where people.
There are lots of loopholes. And if you go to Abuja, these guys in Abuja are not thinking. They're not thinking. They are not thinking. Their brains are empty. I can say it without fear of evil. Their brains are empty. And you know the reason why their brains are empty? Because appointments are used to compensate politicians. That is not what it should be. When you use appointment to compensate politicians, all you need is to be able to be a tout to help someone win elections, right? So then you have to compensate that tout by giving him an appointment.
That's the problem. And you have nailed it, because a whole lot of times politics is like you smart. You're a very smart person, but you come out door, or you come out like you don't know what you are doing, and because some people are the one that projected you or help you or push you to that place. So, and they are a factor in whatever it is.
Politics is not for brain smart people. Politics is for criminals. Because I know if you go Anambra State now, they do count results. I go wrong, carry ballot box wrong.
See, if you are contesting, that's when you know that you are not John. I know you are very, but when you are contesting, you'll be very careful.
Yeah, but we're saying the same thing. We're saying the same thing. But politics is supposed to be a reward. So, for instance, the administration that worked in Nigeria are administrations that worked based on competency. For example, I've seen Anambra State go from a very bad state to a state. Nobody usually left Anambra State in shambles. But when the likes of Chris Ngige came in and did something little, and P2B came in, when P2B came into Anambra State was doing interview for government, for commissioners. You send your CV, you come and sit down, an interview panel will interview you. They did not reward politicians. Normally, those commissioners, the guy will win Navy South, go bring one person. The guy will win Navy North, go bring one person. What would they do? They'll go and bring the people that help them win the elections. Touts. And touts will become your commissioners. But when you do it based on credibility, then you're going to bring the best brains. And you don't owe them anything, they don't owe you anything. All they owe you is perform, do something, think, develop your ministry. For someone like me, if I become governor, what I'll do is every ministry will earn its right of existence. If you're not generating money, I'll collapse you into another ministry.
There are ministries that will not generate money.
Every ministry can generate money.
I'm not saying
every ministry generates money. Every ministry. Let me give you an instance. Ministry of Finance. Ministry of Finance will manage the finances of other ministry and cross-charge them. Ministry of Finance will manage the finances of other ministry and cross-charge them.
And that is what is happening presently.
That is what it should be. I don't see any reason why we will have a Ministry of Works and they are awarding contracts to Julius Berger. It does not make sense to me. Why do you think there's no Julius Berger in the UAE? Why do you think there's no Julius Berger in Saudi Arabia? Because they have a Ministry of Works. If they want to build road, they have town engineers, they have engineers. If they want to bring experts, their experts will come and work under their Ministry of Works.
You see, even look, there is Department of Works in local government where they have engineers. The issue is this: they just like somebody mentioned yesterday that we turn out engineers every year, from different schools over the years. We still employ foreign engineers to come and work here. What are our people? We have not given them capacity. We have not given them. See now.
Oh, let me help you. In Angola, just Angola here, African country. If you get a visa to Angola in the oil and gas industry as an expert, the Angolan government will give you only 1 year visa in your lifetime. If not, there's an extra huge cost your company has to pay to renew that visa. The reason is when you come for that 1 year, train an Angolan to be able to do your job.
You have to domesticate that.
Train an Angolan to be able to do your job. So if something like Anambra State, now you always use my state as an example, the Ministry of Works, every contract should go to the Ministry of Works. If we need experts to do it, we bring in Chinese that are under the Ministry of Works, that will be training engineers under the Ministry of Works. Have a period of 2 years for the training process. If you're not picking up as an engineer under the Ministry of Works in 6 months, we'll fire you and bring someone that has sense to pick up. So that the money will remain in the states. Paying Julius Berger money is taking money to Germany.
Of course.
Paying Chinese money is taking money to China. Let the money remain. That is why the United Arab Emirates will continue growing every single day. Because if you go to the oil and gas industry, that is the only oil and gas industry I've seen. Even the food you eat on the rig is ADNOC catering services. That Abu Dhabi National Oil Company catering services. The plane you board is Abu Dhabi Logistics.
Of course.
So every money that is generated and spent is
circulating. It's not moving around the economy, and that is what we need to do. If we can do that a lot, but do you know that there is a Nigerian spirit in everything? Even if you give a Nigerian job now, say Nigerian engineers take this job. We've seen it before that you trust the job into their hands. A job that foreigner was doing before, no issue. When a Nigerian takes over, there will always be an issue. We're not saying it's because.
When you want to lead a country, honestly, you have to have something you do for sake of national security. I give you that kind of job, you don't do it, I'll assassinate you.
No.
No, honestly, for sake of national security. See, one person's interest cannot outweigh the interest of the nation.
No, one problem. That's the problem.
One person's interest will not out. That is why. Honestly, I have faith in dictators, because dictators take those decisions spontaneously in the best interest of their nation.
But it doesn't work that way.
It works that way.
I'm not saying. See, it will come back to own the country, because so many people might not know where you are headed. Your own decision. The same way they didn't know where Jerry Lawrence was headed with their own decision. And today, Ghanaians have the guts in the petrol to tell Nigerians to leave. No, it's Ghana better than Nigeria. Let's go with that debate. Ghana is not better than Nigeria.
No, Ghana is a bit more stable than Nigeria.
Your stability. Well,
what do you call
than Nigeria?
Standard of living is not what makes a country better. The country is better in terms of, one, security. The primary responsibility of any sane government must is provide security for lives and properties of their citizens.
See,
security-wise, Nigeria is a level of
the security issue in Nigeria is self-inflicted, and then it's still political. Whether it's self-inflicted, political, manufactured, or an act of God, it is an insecurity issue. It is, but whatever it is, it's an insecurity issue. The fact that Ghana has a better security than Nigeria makes Ghana a better country to live in than Nigeria. Let's be honest. And you cannot outweigh the efforts of Jerry Lawrence in that contribution. Growing up as a child, now Ghanaians be our gate men from Maiduguri. Of course, they're for everywhere. Now then the hawk bread from Maiduguri. The fact that they could do this in my lifetime tells me that Nigeria can be better in my lifetime. All we need is the right attitude to leadership. Of course. All we need is the right attitude to leadership. And we cannot have the right attitude to leadership when we are tribally biased, religiously biased, or ethnically biased. So we now have to put up something. There's something called CAPA, corrective action and preventive actions. What are those things that we need to put corrective action into place, and what are those things that we need to put preventive action? Preventive action is you being proactive. And then if we have, look at the number of, so in Nigeria today, we have about 160 or 150 something
John,
thousand.
I have some iced black coffee.
Where these things going to chop the enter? Do you have a tank somewhere? Are you sure you don't shoot the code like goods? Maybe you have a partner to put that.
Now,
so we have
two things I want to say. Sorry. When I don't talk since now my turn.
Police, like 400,000 Nigerian police. We have another civil defense. We have about 100,000 of civil defense. So Nigerian armed forces, when you look at all of them together, we have close to 1 million, if you know more, all together with immigration, with all of them.
Two things I want to say. In Nigeria, there was a time when everybody look at Akwa Ibom like saying that them they do house boy or house girl. You know that God's will Akpabio changed that narrative drastically by developing Akwa Ibom.
Very well.
I don't know if you agree with me. The amount of development, because I go visit person for Akwa Ibom, I no fit believe the level of development. Akwa Ibom is better than Lagos.
Fine, very lovely, very fine.
So, very fine. I'm just saying I'll add that to what John was saying, that if Jerry Rawlings could have a turnaround in the fortunes of Ghana, we can also give at least a little bit of credit to God's will Akpabio for the work he did in Akwa Ibom.
Under democracy.
That man in Akwa Ibom, that man walked. That man walked. You understand?
Seriously.
He might have. As in, if you never go Akwa Ibom before, you know if you understand this thing where they talk. When they hear Akwa Ibom, they hear village. When you go there, you go see city. Fear go catch you.
In 1995, 2005, sorry, I worked in Akwa Ibom 6 months, 2005 December to May 2006. Then I went back again. What the difference I saw was massive, because we use ADC to fly to Calabar. From Calabar, we now take 1.5 hours or 2 hours bus, ADC bus, will take us to Uyu. Because some of the bus too will pick up from Uyu when we want to fly down to Lagos. So we'll pick up from Uyu to Calabar, and then that's how they were running it that time. And then the road, you see the topography, everything, so people can develop this area now. But now when I went back recently, it's another thing entirely. And I saw, at least the last time I went there was over 10 years, and what I saw 10 years ago in Akwa Ibom was very massive. And I know they've done more now. because I visited a lot of places.
I went to serve in Ikotekpene. Ikotekpene is where I did my NYSC.
You see what's that?
Ikotekpene is where I did my NYSC. It was like a village. It was like a village.
Yeah, down there.
I went this year. I fear.
I work in Sandy Ogun Street. That's where my branch
I
was.
did my NYSC in 2021.
Same year,
Okay, 2021.
You know, you people think Akwa Ibom is doing anything. I mean, I don't feel Akwa Ibom is doing anything.
At least from where they were. When you in 2005, you can find over 3,000 Okada on the road
this is the reason why Akwa Ibom and Delta State don't have any excuse. Have you seen their allocations? Have you seen their IGR as per oil revenue? They shouldn't come here and deceive us and tell us that they're doing something. Do you know how much Akwa Ibom and Delta State get?
What about River State? And they are doing nothing in River State.
River State is also struggling, but you can't compare River State allocation. The River State makes more money in terms of internally generated revenue alone than those states.
You know what tripped me for Akwa Ibom? I was returning to went partying. I was returning to my hotel at 4 a.m. Then they sweep road. They sweep the road 24 hours a day.
The fact that they even have people sweeping the road is a flaw. I don't understand. When there are my vehicles that sweep the road, this time at age.
But you know the funny thing is, those people sweeping the road are still earning a salary.
Yeah, of course.
Daddy, please. I don't believe that by humanizing some things that you are providing jobs. No. The fact that you bring human beings in this century to use broom and be sweeping roads is dehuman. I rather prefer you tax them that money as poverty alleviation than ask them to sweep.
People still sweep.
You know. Although I agree to an extent,
but I don't see that as wise.
I don't. You see, when you go to other states and you see the lack therein and the inability of the government to, okay, they gave you allocation. Okay, the allocation is much. Have you seen the work there? Akwa Ibom has a world standard golf course. Akwa Ibom has a world standard hospital.
Was it built by the state government?
Yes.
Yes, no.
The golf course.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it was even still Akpabio that built that golf course.
Akpabio built a lot of things.
Have you?
Akpabio tried.
I stayed in.
He tried a little.
He tried well. See, I stayed in was it Protea or Four Seasons Hotel? As in, the hotel was beautiful. Now guess what? The hotel had the best of both worlds. It had the modern Lagos styling, and then it had the local Akwa Ibom food. Hey, hey. You see, Lagos Hotel, you go Lagos Hotel, the hotel go fine. Apart from Movenpick, there are very few hotels in Lagos that have good food. Some of your best hotels have horrible food. Movenpick has good food, or at least not on that Akwa Ibom level, though. But at least standard food. Say, okay, we can manage this food, and the food is quite good. Waiting we chop. Me and Taste Buds order catfish. Just look and say, the catfish feel no sweet.
This person telling me that Lagos has the highest allocation in 2025. You sabi what you talk about?
No, allocation. It will be
Lagos only has the highest internal generated revenue.
I was looking at it too.
Lagos only has the highest internal. Lagos get oil. Do you know what 18% derivation is?
Is it 18 now or 13?
Is 13 or 30?
Now, I want us to also address something else that John raised. You know, as at the chop at the here now. John said in Angola, you will go there and as a Chinese, and they will not renew your visa.
Not just as a Nigerian.
As a Nigerian, they will not renew your, because that thing you have to teach an Angolan.
Of course, it's here.
You see, my brother,
What is in this country?
you know, I told you Taste Buds is a Sheraton partner.
Yes.
So this year, Sheraton is giving 1.3 million Naira scholarship for you to attend Taste Buds Culinary Academy and become a chef. And one of the perks that comes with it is you will do your internship in Sheraton. So you go to Taste Buds and go and learn how to be a chef. Then you now come and do your practical in Sheraton. Taste Buds announced this opportunity a week ago. Said there will be a competition at Sheraton. I think only 5 people have applied. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. You see, there was a time I was having an argument with somebody. The person said there are no jobs in Nigeria. Online. You know, American people can be very, very stupid. People that live in America.
Those that live in America,
They can be very, very stupid, especially Nigerians that left Nigeria and relocated to America. They can be.
Can you add extremely to that?
They can be, as in, you get one time, I get one girl where they stay Alaska, where go they follow me argue. Like Alaska is somewhere.
I mean, Tolu or somebody.
No, I don't want to mention. I just want to talk about. See, like Alaska is. Do you know the recent ratings says America is one of the least safe place to live, worse than Nigeria.
Of course.
Worse than Nigeria, according to the latest ratings. Worse than Nigeria.
Of course.
You see, the person told me that there are no jobs in Nigeria. I'm like, no. Nigerians are lazy. 20,000 people could gather to go and watch them cook jollof rice. Those same 20,000 could not apply to learn how to be chefs so that they can curate their own menus.
Many people don't know how.
I've lived in Nigeria. You know, when I give myself as an example, I've lived in Nigeria, primary school, Nigeria. I only went to kindergarten in Romania. After that, I have not been educated in any country in the world apart from Nigeria. Primary school, Nigeria. Secondary school, Nigeria. University, Nigeria. All my work life, Nigeria. I have never been unemployed for one day of my life. I started work in, and somebody will say, hey, because you have rich parents. No. My father is a doctor, my mother is a lawyer. I worked on the radio. She na my papa na ain't get radio station near, I be na my mama.
That the phrase, I think what is killing Nigerian youths is that zeal to want to succeed legitimately. And I think where the government factor comes in is we need to incorporate into the heads of the youths that there is no room for crime in this country. If our youths don't see it that way, they will continue being lazy, hoping that one day their uncle will become minister and they'll give them contract and
yes.
That the phrase, me, when I finished school, when I finished NYC, I served in Yobe State. I worked with NEPA and they carry ladder. Go climb pole, cut lights. Yes, I served in Yobe. I served in NEPA Yobe State. Because my dad, I told my dad to do that I wanted to serve in Lagos. He told me that NYC is for anywhere they post you, you go to. My dad had every connection to make me serve in Lagos. He refused. I served in Yobe State. When I finished serving, I packed my bag. Coming back to Port Harcourt, my bag fell out of the bus. I lost everything, my clothes, my everything. The only luck I have is that whenever I travel, I have this bag that the most important thing to me then was my certificates. I put my certificate in my handbag and hold it. Because I know one story. When I got to Port Harcourt, I was focused and determined to get a job. My dad always had this option. Once you finish school, are you going to go and do your master's? or you want to stay back? I told him, Daddy, I want to stay back. My two elder brothers were already in the UK doing their masters.
I don't know if I met both of them or one of them.
One of them, yeah. They were already in the UK doing their masters. My dad gave me the option. I told him, Daddy, no, I will get a job in Nigeria. I came back to Port Harcourt. I was staying in my sister's house then in Port Harcourt. If the husband is going to work and gives me 100 naira, 200 naira, it's not to use them go and drink beer. I'll use them go to the cyber cafe and start looking for work. I wasn't bumping. I wasn't doing Yahoo because I knew that my destiny was not there. My destiny was to get gainfully employed. That was how I was in the cyber cafe one day. One boy just walked in and said, that one company, I invited him for test. I told him, okay, which company is that? He said, it's always the same company. I said, where is it? Port Harcourt. I told him, no, come. He said, no, that is strictly on invitation. I said, if I reach there, they say I should go back.
I'll go back.
Crash. That's what we crash.
I called my guy, Callistus. Cali, how far now? See what I hear. He say, Mogo. We use leg.
That Callistus where he work?
He's still with Baker Hughes now.
Oh, okay. Because I know another Callistus with Total.
Oh, he's still with Baker Hughes. We use leg from house reach that place. Don't reach
now my guy, happy Friday. Now I savvy for Baker Hughes.
Happy Friday. I was already a field engineer when they employed Happy Friday. You get? So when we got there, they said no, that they cannot allow us write the tests, that they didn't invite us, because oil companies then, when you come and write their test, they will give you plus transfer money. They will give you 10,000 then.
Same thing for
so
banking.
That's for you to know that they already have a budget for those that came for the test.
They give you transport.
You get? We reach there now. Everybody don't enter. Those with the invite don't enter. We will stand outside. They beg them. We were like 20-something, 23. They beg them. While we were begging them, then the HR manager now drove in. They said, what are these people doing outside? He said, that they were not invited. He said, oh, they should go. Mopo, don't come out, Koboko. One guy, Okodu, I'm not going to ever forget that boy. First class petroleum engineer in Biniben. Very haggard, dirty looking boy, but the brain. What did this boy head now? Something else. I said, sir, let's just write. Let's just have experience of writing the test. Don't mark it. Let's just write. We just want to know what the questions are like. The man looked at him and told him, let me see your CV. He gave him his CV. He looked at it. Petroleum engineering, first class, Unipen. He asked the next person, mechanical engineering, UNN, first class. He asked me, electrical engineering, UNN, first class. He said, oh. He said, that means the people we're actually looking for are outside, not inside. All of you, go in, write the test. Once you finish writing the test, go to a cyber cafe, apply for this job. It's still open. Apply for this job. And make sure that Houston will have records that you applied. Now, so we'll enter. 20 minutes into the examination. 20 minutes into the exam. We wrote the exam, stopped at the same time with every other person, and left. 23 of us were among the 40 people that we employed.
Wow. The people outside.
23 of us outside were among the 40 people that we employed.
I was telling them that day that if you have first class or you are top of your class in mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, petroleum engineering,
you have a problem.
Elect.
Even civil.
Geology. Civil engineering. If you don't, as in, oil companies used to go and give them forms while they are in school. If you are in Nigeria and you are unemployed, you are one of two things. You are unenlightened or lazy.
Lazy. Extremely lazy. When I mean lazy, extremely lazy. Extremely lazy. But what people don't know, when people tell you that it doesn't matter the grade you make, no. What that grade does, it makes people want to listen to you. It's attractive. If Okodua had a third class, none of us will enter that hall. If Okodua had a third class, none of us will enter that hall.
Iron sharpens iron now. He knows the kind of thing he's carrying, and you guys are carrying the same thing.
You understand? If
Baba,
he had a third class, as if you see that third class, he goes, go.
You see, You see, in my family, there is nothing that they say, because I have family abroad. There is not, if my family wants to do something and they bill all of us, I know they come last, despite the fact say I did Nigeria.
Of course.
I know they come last. That thing say because people there abroad, nobody abroad they chance me. You get what I tell you? Nobody abroad they chance me. I go abroad, my third youngest sister, her husband just buy the latest BMW 7 Series. He can't upgrade them 2 years later. You know, as motor they older.
Okay.
I go my younger sister house. My youngest sister house, she just buy the latest Tesla. That year as I come Nigeria, I just charter my AMG. Brand new. I say no. Forget say when they pay small. Me, I go pay my own ones.
Yes,
You see?
What people don't understand with Nigeria is if you know the right thing to do. See, let's not talk just about education. I met a guy that cooks in Lagos. He cooks only at night. His food is only at night.
Yes,
This guy told me. I sat down. How I got to know the guy was one of my friends owns Urban Craft. Urban Craft is an interior decoration company. So he has artisans that work for him. So when he has jobs that he needs to deliver, they work at night. So sometimes we just go there, sit down and drink in the night. I was in Urban Craft. Some girls came, no normal now. The guy said, let me make you order food. I said, this night, he ordered the food online. Before I know what was happening, the guy came with the food, and because it was so late, it was the owner that delivered the food. So he just joined us and we were drinking. I was telling him, this is his business. He said he makes profits after tax of about 5 million every month.
Of course, guys in the
He makes profit after tax of about 5 million every month. I said, so what about yours? He said, I cook from my home. My staffs are in my house. They are sleeping in my house. That is a man who wants
Bro,
to succeed.
let me tell you a story. Personal story. Childhood friend, Alex. He owns a restaurant. I'm sure if they check my page, they always see me carry my family go one restaurant where they go chop burger.
Yes.
Alex was in Canada. He came home, Niger party, Niger. He schooled in America and was living in Canada. Now so he come Niger. Holiday to come play as a Michelin chef. Now so this person introduced him to this person introduced him to this person. Okay, you are a chef. Okay, help us create our menu. Inside holiday, where he can't do holiday, he made 15 million naira, which was the equivalent of about $100,000. He told me this.
That year.
My brother went back to Canada, carried all his load, put it inside storage, and relocated back to Nigeria.
Where he found the opportunity.
As in, he has, I think, 2 restaurants now. As in, brilliant. You see, let me tell you something, Let me tell you something about Nigeria. Nigeria is not for the lazy and for the weak. You see, the beauty of abroad is, no matter how useless you are, you will get an opportunity. Nigeria, you cannot be useless. You have to be top of your game. Every day you wake up.
That is, a lot of people just drive every day, claim they're hungry, and walk past opportunities.
Finish.
Exactly.
I have a project I'm handling it inside BGC. The engineer handling it was in civil when I was in school in UNN. I was in electrical, so we were the same set. This guy is on 8 different projects as we speak now. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these projects, they tell you projects where they pay out like 40 million for carcass. That's to do carcass, 40 million. As I speak to you now, in the Enugu, another project for Enugu. So, and people will sit down and tell you there are no jobs. No.
John, you know Dr. Ned? Dr. Ned was 1 year my junior in university. Dr. Ned, they fly private jet too. And he not thief anybody money.
Are you joking?
Dr. Ned, typical Nigerians, they sell receipts.
Yes.
In fact, I was even begging Dr. Ned to make me an Andu JV for one project in Ogri.
So, if Dr. Ned drives Rolls Royce.
Dr. Ned can afford anything he wants to afford.
If Dr. Ned, anytime you see me using boats, just know say na Dr. Ned. Now Dr. Ned get boats. And because Dr. Ned is like my brother, we went to school
Boats?
together.
Which boat?
Boat, as in yachts,
Okay,
as
boat. Okay,
in.
boat.
Anytime you see me say I dey drive, I get boat, I dey get boat waka. I go not call Dr. Ned, say Dr. Ned, I need your
Now,
boat.
that boat, now, they use Corsica now.
Yeah, it comes. Nah, Baba, he get one time where Dr. Ned go tell me, say, just tell me when you need the boat. Let me send it to you. I go come dey use the boat because I know I enter traffic. I go use and go from Black Diamond, when I dey stay Black Diamond, go Kingfisher, go chop. The boat go carry me come back to avoid traffic.
Wow.
When you tell me that there are no opportunities in Nigeria, you are insulting me.
You want to have opportunities in Nigeria, you have to be resilient and honest.
Oh, of course.
Dr. Ned got to where he was because Dr. Ned is one of the most honest developers in Lagos State. Honesty. I'm talking about these new generation developers.
Yeah.
If he tells you that your property is going to be delivered June 2025, you have your keys.
He has built that profile over the years, and so
No. There's something he knows how to do best. It's not profile. Some people have a bigger profile than him. But Dr. Ned manages one property at a time. What is killing some developers is when you put your hands in different projects at the same time. You take money from this one to do this one, hoping that money will come on this one, money doesn't come anymore. Yeah. But if Dr. Ned is doing Victoria Nest 3, he will finish the Victoria Nest 3, give people their keys before he goes to Victoria Nest 5.
John, before we even, let me just summarize some of this because you mentioned opportunities. And
John, I wish you were here those days when I used to have arguments with American people, where American people go tell me, say, Niger bad. I say Niger bad because you had a bad Nigeria experience. I did not have a bad Nigeria experience.
Same thing for me.
Sadly, I did not have it. I had to hustle twice as hard. But at the end of the day, my Nigerian experience.
You know, when I got a job when I got down my first job, 2 weeks after I got my employment letter, they sent me to the US for training. For a 1 week training. I was supposed to come back from the US for 1 week. After that 1 week, stay for another 1 week and go back to the US. Then I got the visa, went to the US, came back, went back to the US, and now stayed for 1 year in the US. When I came back, my friends were asking me, why did you come back?
Imagine Olodo Oponu
so they carry you to America, you come back.
I
sat down and I told one of them one day, do you know how much my salary is? My salary as of 2009 was 610,000 naira. How much is 610,000 naira? That's about $4,000 then.
Yeah, of course.
What work I won't go do if I run for America? We could pay me $4,000.
Then inside the $4,000, unless you dey greedy, you will survive on $1,500 and save $3,000.
When I was in the US, it was a 2-bedroom duplex. I and the other Nigerian guy were staying there. Our other friends that left when we were in secondary school used to come to our house to cook because they don't want to spend for gas because our own was fully paid for. Our apartment was fully paid for. So I can't.
All inclusive.
You cannot have such leverages, and I will now go and run away and go and start flipping burgers.
Someone said, John, my salary in 2009 was 20K. Bro, my salary in 2009 was about 80K a month. I was making about $1 million at the end of the month.
At the end of the month, that was joy.
Because by the time I do MC, by the time I do voiceover, by the time I do this, do this. Do you know how I know? I promise God that if I make more than 750,000 a month, I will pay 15% tithe. And if I make more than 1 million naira a month, I will pay 20% tithe. I paid 20% tithe for about 6 years straight, no break.
Wow.
No break.
Daddy Freeze, Is it my youthful age were the best years of my life? I was young. There was no responsibility.
They will say we are young and stupid.
There was no responsibility. I was stupid. That time, don't forget at that time, a bottle of Hennessy for club na 25,000 naira for wine.
Bah.
So Friday like this, I go to office by 3 o'clock. They don't call me. How far now? Well, they call wine bar today. Just go carry 40,000 put for pockets. By the time you buy one bottle of Hennessy, this one buy one bottle of Hennessy. You guys were mad that night.
Of course.
Money never go anywhere. It can't be mistake. It can't make mistake fall into time where I go rig, come back. You don't plan your rig bonus. We go come together with the money.
After 2 weeks like this.
2009, I was driving a brand new Toyota Camry. How old was I was barely 22.
2009, I bought my first brand new car. 2009 Camry too. I still have it till today. I still drove it today. You know that my Camry?
Now your Camry, yeah.
I bought it brand new in 2009.
Now you the old Toyota for that car now.
Baba, I was driving out one day. My ex was driving in. She was driving a Nissan Primera where I buy for her. The AC, we always had problem with that car's AC. If you top the gas, after 3 weeks, the gas will leak. So we sure had problem with it because it was not factory fitted. So she approached me with her car. So she wanted to talk to me. She now opened the door. Me, I was driving my brand new, as in the car was smelling new. Nylon on the seat. I just wound down my window. So she wanted to talk to me. She now had to open her door because her window no wine and she no get AC. I said, which kind of suffer be this? That same year, I buy a brand new 2010 Honda City. That new City where they released that year. Brand new tear rubber from Honda place.
We're selling under Accord 2, buy 2, get 1. Under Accord, then you get under City as the third one.
But Nigeria don't spoil, sha.
Sure you get. I buy am brand new. As in from Honda place, not Tokumbo, not Beggar. Honda place.
Passat, brand new Passat and Bora at that time was 3.8 million. That was what we were selling. We were financing 3 point something for guys in MTN in
Nigeria don't spoil.
And that car you mentioned, that brand new Camry, less than 7 million, brand new.
Brand new.
We went to a brand new, as in nylon for one chief in Ibadan.
Imagine if our exchange rate can go back to like 500. A lot of people living in America will relocate back to Nigeria.
That's what happened now during Obasanjo's time.
Because in the oil industry, on cool, very cool, you can get a deal of 5 million naira a month. 5 billion naira a month, very easy. That's if you have experience, very easy. 5 billion naira a month. I know people where they call, they tell us, say, sir, please, if you're not giving me 5 million children's school fees, because normally they always negotiate children's school fees and housing. If you're not giving me this, I'm not taking. So imagine if our exchange rate was at 500. That's like $10,000.
I used to charge $10,000 to MC wedding. When dollar was 1.3 million, I used to charge 1 million to MC wedding.
And how much?
And I used to get like 1 or 2 a month.
Pounds was like 250.
The first time I met my current wife, that was in 2013. I met her in 2013. We're at an event and a call came in. And normally I pick my calls on speaker. The late Goldie, may her soul rest in peace, was begging me with 800,000 to do wedding. When dollar was 135 naira. That 800,000 that he frees is me, Goldie. Do it for me. Begging. She was there. She asked me, say, come. What do you go and do at this wedding? I said, I just go and talk there. So 1.3 million was $1,000, 1.350. 800 was $10,000.
$10,000.
800,000 would have been around
They say
$7,000.
$7,000.
With I beg,
$7,000.
$7,000 in today's money is 9 million naira.
Yes.
They use 9 million naira of today's money. They beg me.
They beg you. How much ticket? How much ticket economy to London?
Not be to yes now.
70,000.
Me and one popular comedian, I don't talk this story before. We enter London, go do one event where they pay for. They carry us from Nigeria, go London, they buy our tickets. As we dey land for London, the comedian picking call, they call him from Nigeria, say, Baba, we've been trying to reach you. We have an event this night. We need you. Baba, he say, yeah, but he just enter London. We will buy your business class ticket return. Meanwhile, na economy we use go. We'll buy your business class ticket return and pay you was it 1 point something million per event for the event. The guy say, and how I go take do this one? Now me and Freeze, they even here. The guy say, we've been calling him to, picking call. Now he give me phone. Now I talk to them, say hello. He say, yeah, where are you? We need you to MC. And this guy is going to be comedian. The event is 9 o'clock tonight. Blah, 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 blah. Can you make it? We just land London to go to event. We're on our way to Ben TV to go and do the interview. This was around 7 a.m. in the morning. Baba, we just stopped the cast. Hey! Say, don't worry. Should be your event now tomorrow night. We are going back to Nigeria. We'll be back, don't worry. We turn back, they carry us go airport. As we enter the airport, they were with us on the phone. So just enter the airline. Once they enter the airline, their agent just buy that ticket. London, Lagos, London. We just entered the aeroplane that morning. The flight took off around 10 a.m. By 4 p.m., we don't land Nigeria. By 9 o'clock, we got to the event. The event didn't even start early. It started around 10 o'clock. We finished the event around 1 a.m. That 1 a.m. as we finished the event, escort with police, we begin to blow go airport. First flight that morning, we begin to rush back to the London. Where they come, as in we left, we got to London. As in, when we got back to London, the guy said, but you were here yesterday. We said, yeah, we forgot something in Nigeria.
Do you remember where did that counter goes? What am I doing here? That was when our money had value. If only we can return back to that time.
No, it's difficult.
No, it's very possible.
I date one Olosho.
Very possible. Very possible.
That girl now Olosho, she not feel like give me. She dey travel. I dash her $1,000. She go Dubai. On her way back, she buy me Gucci slippers from the Gucci shop with receipts from Emirates Mall. $400 and something.
From your money?
Baba, as in, say, OS we buy you Gucci.
That OS will like you.
Yeah.
But you see, the money get value now.
Yeah,
If OS buy you Gucci, use and slap them because na fake.
So that is free. See as they take no fake. In case of people who I go see the thing for their leg and not in a fake.
Yes.
Because I don't see this person go fake money by original.
So 100.
Of course.
Understand? So it's bad, but I just hope we'll get back there. If we can stabilize our economy, and it's a collective effort. It's everybody putting hands on deck.
John, what I know is this: for us as a country, there are small things that will help us take care of big things. Let me give you an example. In Nigeria today, address is a major problem. if you can get addressing right, just like if I Google somebody's home address in London or UK now, you'll be there. You know the address. You can post something. But here in Nigeria, it's not possible. If you can do that one and get some data, when you get all those things right as a country, you find out that it will help us solve insecurity.
You see this addressing thing you're talking about, I have a friend who just started a fintech company that their work is addressing.
Yes, sir.
They want to get addresses right all across Nigeria. But their greatest challenge is access to finance to empower them to start. This is where the federal government has to come in. This guy cannot go to a bank and get a loan at 30-something% because
Makes no sense.
He doesn't know how him to pay at interest. Loans are supposed to be at a single digit. If the government does not,
the BOI is still doing 9%.
Is it easy to get BOI?
Bank of Industry.
Yes.
For that, if you want to get a Bank of Industry loan, you must draw your blood, pour inside one container, use and bath.
No.
That is the most difficult loan to get.
It is not, John. It is not.
Brother, this thing when John tell you that true. I don't get very bad experience with them.
John,
I'll follow you if you know how to get it.
It's not.
Okay, I'll follow you if you know.
See, what the major problem is that BOI is still the only one doing 9%, and that's why there is pressure on them. And it's not because of any other thing but
the fact that
hold your bank very well. If you can hold your bank very well, because the bank is the one guaranteeing the loan. So if your bank can approve it for you, then you get it.
See. Banks in Nigeria don't give out loans. Banks in Nigeria, they don't give out loans. What they just do is they give you back your money. Because the other time, one bank called me and told me that I have some amount of money with them, that I'm entitled to a loan of 100 million. That
That's cashback. Cashback is not.
That you can't take 100 million if I wanted to. I said, you have my money to the tune of more than 100 million. And you want to give me a loan of 100 million. Am I stupid?
No, they are just giving you cashback because you can. No, that's not loan. No, that's just.
So
this one that you don't have money.
The problem with loans in Nigeria is the requirements, and that is why most people who want to go into business in the future start with real estate, because real estate gives you that indemnity to be liable for a loan, and that is why you see me investing massively in real estate. So you get to a point when you have assets that can guarantee you.
No, see, it's not. See, don't get it wrong, John. You are right to a large extent because of if you want to, you are building collateral. That's what you are doing. Business transactions in Nigeria we don't really put collateral first. Collateral is can the transaction pay itself? If the business can pay itself, then the collateral will come in. If it goes beyond, it's not every loan you need collateral for. It's not every loan.
Well, yes, I agree with you. But those are for existing businesses, not startups. Not startups.
Not startups. We don't.
Those are for existing businesses. I don't do one man shop. I don't do one man shop for Lagos here. For Orchid Road. I'm not gonna call the man name. For Orchid Road. Zenith Bank came and was begging him to give me a loan of 1 billion. They were begging him that we can give you 1 billion, sir. Let's just process it. In the next 1 week, you get it. We can give you 1 billion. Why? Because
for what?
Loan.
For which is it transaction or for the building?
No, 1 billion. He's a businessman.
Okay.
It's a business.
Yeah.
Why? Because they know his turnover.
Of course, that's it.
They know his turnover. That business is already existing. They know his turnover.
Yes.
Someone that does like 100 million in a day, why would you give him 5 billion? You'll give him 5 billion.
Of course, we have to analyze the turnover too. If it's not.
But for a startup, you need serious collateral.
Even for startup, collateral might not even.
You need serious collateral. How would
if you want to for startup, if you really want to do it, because for every business in Nigeria, you need about 5 years to stabilize. So that's it, because any business in Nigeria can die between 1 to 5 years. If you survive 5 years, first 5 years, it used to be 3 years. If you survive the first 3 years and 5 years, then you are okay. But definitely in Nigeria, we do a lot of short-term loans, like 60 days, 90 days, 180 days.
Those ones are for contractors.
Uncollateralized up to about sometimes 50 million, that we know that this business can survive it. But a whole lot of people don't understand. Maybe one day we still have to drill down on how Nigerians can take money from bank. And through legitimate means, we don't need to know anybody. Your business will speak for you. You said it now that people bank were begging that person to come and take money. And that's when you look at the business, this business is paying, is doing very well. It's structured. Then you can say, okay, we want to add to it. We want to give you.
And that's what most businessmen don't understand. And if you are running a business that is doing well, focus on only 2 or 3 banks.
Yes.
As your cash flow. It's not this that you see someone have 18 banks, 10 banks.
No.
Bring this POS. It's not good for business, because what the business can monitor is what passes through. What the banks can monitor is what passes through them, and they're going to assess your business, your turnover, based on what your cash.
In fact, all these things are now, and that's one thing I said about data. All those things are now online. Just give the bank your account number and the name of the bank. We can run we can spool your turnover. Because, and that's why I say database is very good to help us. Many people are afraid to open bank nowadays because credit bureau is there. Once you owe any bank, you flag it, and then so it is only when we have correct data that we can check. We can assess. We can.
Guys, make I go sleep. We don't day live another 2 hours for middle of the night. John, thank you. Brother, thank you. I love this conversation today. It was an intellectual conversation, even though we started with knock. It just shows that men still they use brain and we full ground.
We are all rounders.
Tomorrow we'll go back to our conversations. Maybe I'll preach in the morning, and then later on we'll catch up with other things. God bless us all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.